Hello, my soul lovers. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. This is Empire 333 here with your weekly love reading. I hope you guys are all doing well. So, a few things before we start. We'll get into the intuitive messages and then we'll get into the cards. So, the first thing I want to say, for those of you who have been following me, know that I've been on a process of healing karma. Okay. So I have like some new information about that, and I'll tell you in a second. But I wanted to put it out there before I forget. In honor of Women's Day coming up and the spring equinox, okay, which is springtime, the beginning, and it's a very like special time. I am going to be, whoever books a personal reading with me will get my twin flame healing meditation for free. Okay. So, all that information is below. Please follow the directions if you would like to book a personal reading with me with the information you're sending through the email. Okay. So that's that. So there's something else that so within my process that I was going through, I saw something like from the past, and this has a lot to do with someone from the past that like was there in my life when my awakening process was starting. Okay. So one of my awakening processes, I just want to let you all know, okay, and when it comes to awakening, you go through different processes. It's just not like one process starts and then, that's it. No, you go through different awakenings, okay? But like, before I had like a full awakening, this person was in my life and they are no longer. But what's coming up now is, it's like, how should I say this? So those of you who have gone through kind of like an experience in your life where you don't have much of what you want, like let's say you're struggling, um, my guys wanted me to share this with you because they feel like it will resonate with a lot of people. So let's say you were at a point in your life where you didn't have a job, or it's like you had to change careers, or you had to like learn something new, you had to go back to school, or whatever it is, okay? So this part of it is about someone in your life who kind of was not um, encouraging you, okay? So someone in your life that was not encouraging, okay? And look back at that time and see how far you've come, okay? And that's going to tell you how far you've come, because some of you are really questioning, am I transforming? Am I healing correctly? Am I, ascending? Am I whatever it is, okay? But Spirit wants to tell you that look back to a time where you felt kind of, what's the word for it, um unproductive, okay? Think about to the time in your life where you felt unproductive and see who was around at that time, because when you look at that, it might trigger something in you which will help you further heal what's supposed to heal. So if it's like, if this is the person who told you basically, oh, like, what are you doing, what do you mean you're gonna I don't know, go to law school or something, and they told you you're not smart enough or something like that, see how far you've come from that in your healing experience, in your transformation, okay? Because I feel like some of you are not giving yourselves enough credit for how far you've come. And it's because, um, which is a good thing. I mean, some of you are kind of, trying to let the past go, and which is good because you don't want to live in the past, obviously. But however, look back, okay? And this has, I'm sure, a lot to do with Mercury retrograde. Look back, okay? And just to see how far you are now, okay? And give yourself credit for that and value that about yourself. that, okay, look, I got through that time. Now I'm better. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not in the best place, that I want to be at, but I'm still better than that. And this is about you honoring your path. Okay. This is about you honoring yourself and empowering yourself and not letting anyone get in the way. Okay. Because when you're in your power, you don't let anyone get in the way. Okay. And also, the other thing is not only that, it takes some type of a person to like even see those discouraging words as benefits. Okay. Just like how love it works in mysterious ways. So that person, whoever put you down or discouraged you, could have pushed you farther to where you are now, which is better. Okay. So, anything else? Okay, not for now. So let's get into the cards, guys. I'm using the Animal Spirit cards. Everything is down below. The links are down below. If you're interested, you can check them out. So I burned way too much incense and I keep coughing, like my throat feels weird. The Nightingale. Okay, so this is about someone not speaking their truth, okay? Not speaking from their heart. And this has a lot to do with this person holding back on what they want to say, okay? This person could be the type of person right now that doesn't want to talk. They're scared to talk, in a sense. And it could be for various reason of things, but basically they're not ready to be vulnerable, okay? Also, I know that there's so much, going around on YouTube about Mercury retrograde. Be careful what you say. Don't say something unless you're sure, and this and that. So, but this has a, it's a part of that right now. But the other part is someone is transforming, okay? They're transforming. However, and I feel like this is the masculine energy. This is the masculine energy I'm picking up, but this could be you, okay? So just take it how it is, whoever's watching. But this has a lot to do with holding things back because this person, the kind of energy I'm picking up on is like, this type of person goes through life and just says things to impress people. They say things to just kind of keep peace or things neutral, okay? So it's like conversations are really scary for this person. Revealing how their heart feels is scary for this person, okay? And it's like they're keeping everything inside of them, and it's because they're uncertain of the reaction that they're going to get from you, okay? So it's also has to do with the disalignment between the heart, okay? I know we can't see the heart on this beautiful bird, but it's like the heart and the mind is not aligned, okay? That actually rhymed. Wow. And that is the issue with this person. So it's like their heart is telling them one thing, but their mind is kind of consuming the heart in a sense where, no, you can't say that. What if you get rejected? What if they don't feel the same way you do? What if? So this person is going through a lot of what ifs, and that's causing them not to speak up. So you can be in communication with your masculine, but at the same time, it's like they're not really speaking their heart. It could just be you're talking about, for those of you who are, okay, I know not all of you are communicating, but for those of you who are, it's like they're holding back, how should I say this? They want to speak up, okay, and tell you how they really feel, okay? This is about, being honest and straightforward, okay? But in the same sense, it's like they're wondering what your reaction will be if they tell them that. They're really scared of rejection, to a point where this is a very scared energy I'm getting. And it's to the point where they're thinking, okay, like this could be someone, obviously an ex or someone you've been, you know, dealing with for quite some time, but it's kind of like, uh, the idea I'm getting right now is like a breakup or, a disconnection and then coming back together. And this person, this masculine, doesn't want to speak up because there's so many worries and doubts in their head if that, how the reaction of the feminine energy will be, okay? And it's because they did a lot, okay? So what I'm getting from this person is like they could have kept things from you, they could have lied, things like that. So now it's like they want to speak up, but their head is like their mind, their monkey mind is taking over and is like, no, scaring them in a sense. It's their ego. So basically, they're scared to speak up, to express their truth, to express what's in the heart, okay? Because the mind, obviously, they're not gonna, straight out and come out and tell you, I'm so scared to talk to you. That very rarely happens. It could happen, but it's very rare that someone who is scared will tell you that they're scared to speak to you or to scared to tell you their feelings. They kind of just keep to themselves. So if you're having a conversation, like lately the communication is going to be very like just robotic, okay? It's going to be like, hey, how are you doing? How is your day? That's it. There's no talk about feelings. There's no talk about okay, so what Spirit is saying is this person is treading very carefully, okay? Because they know that there were a lot of lies on their behalf on them keeping stuff from you, okay? So now they're treading very lightly and they're unsure of how to get to that point, even though it scares the heck out of them, how to get to the point to speak from the heart, okay? And this is about, and this black egg, we got the black egg now. This is total truth card here, okay? And I'm glad that we got this upright because we got this reverse. And this is about truth. This is about being authentic, okay? And it could be like your person, now you're communicating, you hadn't been communicating for quite some time. I feel like for some of you the communication lines are have opened, okay? Or if they haven't, they might soon, okay? Keep that in mind. So it's like maybe the communication line's open and now it's like, it's kind of like, what is that called? No, not news. What is it called? Like something like you can hear the needle fall or you can hear the crickets, that kind of energy. So it's kind of like long pauses if you're texting each other because this person is terrified. Let me just put it that way. This masculine, whoever I'm picking up on, they're terrified. And but they're still coming to a place where they know that they have to speak truth. They know that they have to be honest with you this time. You've made it really clear to them, okay, that you're not taking BS. I like this energy. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, like, no more BS. I'm not taking anything less. However, when you're communicating, you're being neutral with this person. You're not excuse me, going off on them or, no name calling, whatever. You're keeping it diplomatic, okay, which is very good, okay? And this person is trying to get a feel, this masculine energy is trying to get a feel of, okay, wait, whoever I'm talking to, my feminine energy is not going off on me. They're not telling me off. They're not complaining. What is going on here? So this person, like, they're just trying to tread carefully, okay? And it's because they want to be sure of kind of like they want to be sure of your reaction before they say anything. And they're also wondering at the same time, like, does my feminine feel still the same for me? You know what I'm getting, you all? So, what I'm getting, but these, I know it's like, doesn't make sense probably, but what I'm getting is that, you know what this person is thinking about? So, this person has lied, okay, to you, or kept information for you, the masculine. But at the same time, they're wondering now, is my feminine keeping things from me? Because they're no longer complaining. They're no longer trying to, tell me off. They're no longer questioning me of anything. There's no questions. I'm getting like very surface conversation here that is going on between some twins, some twin connections. It's very surface. So now they're wondering, is my feminine telling me the truth? Is my feminine hiding something from me? So I feel like they're stuck in the past energy of them lying, and they're out of that now. They want to speak the truth. However, being vulnerable is scary to them, and it's their mind is taking over and they're getting paranoid. What if I get rejected? What if this? What if that? Sorry guys, the lights just flickered. That is definitely a masculine going through that. I have to say, I'm picking up on a group, okay? So let's get into the tarot. I'm using the Illuminati deck. I'm gonna buy new decks, guys. I hope I'm so super excited. I found some new decks. Although I love these cards. They're so beautiful. The artist on here is just amazing. So this is the masculine here. Masculine is definitely going through transformation, okay? I feel like this person is, the masculine energy is going through a death of belief systems and also behavioral patterns, okay? That they are realizing that are not helping them. So this person is looking at their life and realizing all the ways they were that kept them from moving forward. So this masculine energy could have blamed the feminine energy as to, I'm not moving ahead in life and it's because of you. So they could have played that blame game, but this is coming to an end. They're already realizing that no, it was because of me. It was because I was lying. I wasn't being true to them, to my feminine. I was not being true to myself. This masculine is realizing that they sabotaged this connection, okay? And that's great progress. That is definitely the turning point to this transformation that they're going through right now, okay? This is the death card, just in case you guys don't know. It's scorpionic energy. And so let's pull some more cards. I like this energy, very much so. Yep. Look at that. Look at this. Divine pair right there. This is the King of Queen of Cups. So this person is realizing how they're in love with the feminine energy, okay? However, what I'm seeing here is that both of you love and care about each other. But the issue here is that the emotions, the feelings have not been expressed or shown to each other, okay? It's not only expressing, it's being shown, okay? Because somebody can tell you, I love you, and turn around and do things where you think that, you're not even, in their mind or heart at all, okay? So this is not only expression of love, this is showing, um it's not only verbally is what I want to say, it's everything, okay? And I feel like in this connection both of you need help with that, okay? So it could be, the feminine, it's like the feminine gets mad at the masculine and then just shuts down, okay? Just shuts down, stops talking. Or they kind of bottle things up inside, okay, and go to like the deeper, like the emotional roller coaster and then blow up on the masculine, okay? That's what I'm getting. When it comes to the masculine just shuts down emotionally. So it could be like you say something, the feminine says something the masculine doesn't like, or the feminine's questioning the masculine, and then they just go emotional shutdown. So what Spirit is saying here is that both of you need to transform emotionally, okay, to balance each other out. Both of you have a part where your emotions are not balanced with one another's, okay? And whoever's watching here, I mean, I want you to think about those times where you've had arguments or, connection, like, what do you call it, rifts in the connection. And I want you to think about how you expressed yourself and how did it benefit you or how did it not benefit you? You know what I mean? So they want you to look at that and really think about emotionally how you can grow, how you can evolve emotionally and keep your emotions balanced. Because what I'm seeing here is that two people love and care for one another. They both have a space in each other's hearts. Okay? But the issue here is the transformation of this. Okay? How is this going to work for both of you in the best way? Because what I'm seeing here is somebody's body language, somebody's behaviors, throws off the other person. They're in confusion. Okay? It makes them confused. So you could possibly be, saying something and then doing the other thing, okay? Or the masculine energy could be doing that, okay? It depends on which one you are predominantly. I have to say, I go sometimes between my feminine, masculine energy. I really do. So make sure that when you're expressing yourself that you're doing it in a balanced way where the other person would understand, okay? And this, like I said, has to do with the heart and the mind. It's definitely representation of this bird here too, the nightingale, because this is disalignment of the heart and mind. So it could be like so like let's say when you're together, for example, in the past. So they really want me to focus on the past energy because I feel like both of you are not seeing each other right now. In the past, like let's say you guys are together, you're having a great time, this and that, and then they say something or do something to bother you or like, to make you angry or something that kind of hurts you maybe, however it is. And you bottle that up inside, you keep it within you, and then it's like you blow up on it, okay? And then the same thing with the masculine goes. The masculine energy that I'm picking up does it a different way. If the feminine energy reaches out and basically says, I don't like when you do this, whatever it is, or kind of starts questioning the masculine in like a, how should I say, interrogation way, okay, interrogating way, sort of. You might not see it in that way, feminines, but this is spirit trying to explain something to you, okay? They want you to see things the way they're seeing it. So you could be interrogating them. You could be like Or you could pick like something else that they're doing because you're mad at the other way they treated you the other night, or like, weeks ago, whatever it is. And you talk about whatever that thing is that has nothing to do with the real deep issue of them possibly disrespecting you or hurting your feelings or whatever. So the feminine energies, that the masculine energy basically is sensitive, okay? Because the King of Cups is sensitive energy. They're super sensitive. It doesn't matter if they're a water sign, if they have water placements or not. This is the energy we're picking up on. They are sensitive. So what they do is they emotionally close down. They shut down. They go in shutdown mode. And a lot of you know what, and you're then thinking, what did I say? What did I possibly say? Why are they ignoring me? Why did they block me? What's going on here? And it's because the masculine is super sensitive, thinking, why would you pick a fight with me over, I don't know, where I put my clothes, or where I don't know, like something like that, like something petty, okay? Because the feminine is bringing it up with the petty stuff. The feminine energy is not saying, the other night, what you said, it really hurt my feelings, okay? That's energy. So both of you need to work on emotions. Having a balance of emotions, being able to freely express your emotions with one another. There's a blockage that I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing a wall between these two, okay? And it looks like this, okay? It looks like this. It looks clouded, okay? So that's what they're showing to me. So let's get into the other energy. This is really good though, because I feel like the masculine is realizing like how much they love the feminine energy, if they didn't realize it before. I know that a lot of you, they have realized it before, but both of you really need to work on how you express that. See? Definitely. Hold on. I'm going to show you this in a second. Okay. Yeah. So this is the Queen of Cups again. Okay? You see that? So it's like definitely both of you care about each other and this and that, but this person is not expressing their deep emotions. This is the feminine energy, okay? And I feel like what's happening is like both of you, how you feel is getting either lost in translation, and it has a lot to do with, okay, for some of you, what Spirit is saying is like you grew up, with the idea of the conditioning of not expressing yourself, or possibly not, getting to the root of things when things happen, okay? And no shade here. Some of us we grew up in different families, and sometimes we learn good things from our families. Sometimes we learn things that really don't help us in relationships, to be honest. And this feminine energy that I'm picking up on is like very beautiful. It's nurturing, it's forgiving, it's being compassionate, it's being understanding, but to their own detriment. And why do I say that? Okay? Because the feminine energy that I'm talking about here, they let things bottle up, okay, over time. So it's like maybe they think, okay, but we had such a great time. I don't want to bring this up. It's okay. I will tell them, whatever. You sweep it under the rug, and you're like, okay, next time I'll tell them. Next time I tell them, the next time doesn't come. And then they do something really petty, and that triggers that. And you think of, wow, like 3 weeks ago or 2 months ago, I should have said it to them then. But I didn't want to ruin the moment. I didn't want to, be the party pooper or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's the energy I'm picking. This is a conditioned behavior, okay? If you have this behavior, please work through it. This is one of the scenarios that are coming up that my guides want you to know. I actually used to be like that, okay? I'm working on that still. So that's a behavior that does not help, because when you bottle up things inside, you explode. Okay, that's the way it goes. You explode, it comes out wrong. You're not stable the way you're thinking, and then that hurts other people's feelings, because you're coming from a place of going through like it's like a trigger, okay? But what I'm seeing is like the feminine is still waiting. The feminine is still waiting. So this is what I want to say with this energy. What my guides are saying is that you're waiting for the masculine to transform. Yeah, and that's great. Okay, for those of you who are waiting. But at the same time, how are you transforming? How are you going to make it right this time around? Not that it was wrong, but how are you going to improve the communication lines when it comes to you expressing your feelings? Because you can't control the masculine, right? How are you going to control you? It's like, I feel like a lot of you are just waiting for the masculine to change. You're waiting for them to transform. You're waiting for them to heal, which is beautiful. But at the same time, how are you going to handle this? How are you going to be honoring yourself and your emotions? Because some of you do put the other person's feelings before your own. And it doesn't help either one of you to do that, okay? Because sometimes we think, oh, poor, masculine, they might be going through this. They're going through a lot, just like how you are, just like how feminines are. But at the same time, it's like you're not helping the situation when you're keeping things inside of you. There's a saying that is like, you gotta beat the, I don't know what, when it's warm. What is that? They're trying to tell me, but I don't know. You gotta beat the metal when it's warm? I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments, because my guides like use sayings that like I've never heard of. Yeah. They have fun with me though. I love them. So anyways, this is about you being confident, this is about the feminine energy. This is about you being in your power, okay? And knowing that no matter what you say, when you're speaking your truth, okay, and you're doing it from a loving space, a passionate space, that, okay, so Spirit is saying in loving words, okay? In loving words. This is what they're saying. So they're saying okay, so a lot of you pray, a lot of you communicate with your guides, okay? So what they're saying is, do you know the love that you pray for with your masculine? Like they see you, okay, they're showing me like, let's say you're working with your guides and they see, obviously they hear what you say, they read your heart, right? How loving and compassionate you are when you think of them, when you speak about them, and how much you want them to heal for some of you, and so forth, okay? Like you're throwing wishes out there. They do see that. They acknowledge that. However, it's like what they're saying here is that you're so loving and compassionate. Not to say you're not when you're together physically, but you're so loving about their transformation, and you're holding a space for them in your heart while you're apart. You understand? So it's like when you're physically apart, you're, in bed praying for your masculine. But then when you both get together, it's like you're scared to tell them how you feel. And you're scared that, you don't want to ruin the moment, because you're just so happy that they're around, or something like that is what they're telling me. But at the same time, it's like, no, You got to be in your power, like the Queen of Wands. And you know that when you speak from a place, from your heart, whether it be at that moment, when they hurt you at that moment, or when they say something you don't like, or when, whatever it is, you disagree with how they're living their life, whatever it is, say it at that moment. Do not wait, till things bottle up, because you're scared that you're going to ruin the moment, and you're scared they're going to run. Some of you have abandonment issues. But use the energy you use when you're doing this. When you are, by yourself, when you're practicing, some of you are practitioners, you're doing manifestations. The power, the passion you put into that, put that in your relationship. Put that when the masculine is around. They're saying that you can move so many things and manifest so many things if you use that same power that you use when you communicate with your guides and you put intentions out there. Use it when they're around. Okay? That's good advice. I like it. Wow, guys. Only a few cards and all that. This is awesome. Okay. So I'm going to pull some Spirit Oracle cards. I really love these cards. Okay, I know some of you want me to pull the heart cards, and I will in a second. Are they here? Yeah. The Power of Love cards. Okay, so for my feminines and masculines, Moon Goddess. Forgiveness. I love it. Okay, I'm not going to hold this card up. Well, I can cover it. So this is about the moon goddess, okay? So some of you might be really emotionally triggered right now. There's a full moon coming up on March 9th. Okay, and I think, oh yeah, that's the ending of Mercury retrograde too. This is going to be a very powerful full moon, okay? So this is a time to release things, okay? This is a time to release resentment, anger at yourself and your person, okay? Your counterpart. So this is Moon Goddess, by the way. So like I said, some of you are working with the moon or the lords of the moon, or, whoever, angels, whoever, whatever deities it is, okay? So, a time of necessary upheaval, a blessing in disguise. As the dust settles, the gift reveals itself. Okay? And we got this along with forgiveness. Okay? So, time to heal old wounds, time to let go and forgive. Do not allow yourself to be a victim any longer. For in doing so, you only hurt yourself. Forgive and set yourself free. You are eternally loved. Accept the love being offered and allowed to heal you. So I feel like you are getting love. Yeah, some of you are praying to Jesus, for sure. And what if you are, okay, if those of you who are praying to Jesus, known as Yeshua, it's all about the heart center, okay, with Jesus. It's all about the heart center. And it's about, the Christ consciousness beings. And so it's about clearing out your heart space, okay, in forgiveness. Some of you, my guides have to, okay, this is tough love, guys. You guys know I do tough love message. My guides are coming through and saying, some of you keep pointing the finger to the masculine for everything, okay? So this has to do with forgiving them, and knowing that they could do the best they could do at that time, and knowing you could do the best with what you were doing, right? With the energies you were in, okay? So this is not about who does what, who's wrong, who's right. There's nothing like that. This is all about growing. This is all about healing. And some of you need to heal the heart chakra, okay? And I have a heart chakra healing meditation. It's for free. It's I did it last year, so it's a picture of a lotus. So you can listen to that. It really helps. I get a lot of good feedback on that, you know. So I'm gonna pick Power of Love card 2. Sorry, just want to make sure it's up. I really like this energy. I feel like there's progress being made. For those of you who really think about your emotions and how you're expressing them, okay? Because here's the thing, you can't change the other person. You can't control your counterpart, right? So you have to change yourself. And some of you are having issues with accepting that, you know, you're not perfect, right? I mean, you're perfect in your own way, of course, but what I mean is that not anybody is 100% in relationships. You can be the best person in the world, like you can have the best heart, you can be the kindest person, but you can, you know, there's no way you can be 100% in relationships. I haven't found anyone like that. So if you all find someone that's 100%, let me know. I'd love to meet them. Individuality. You leave your unique stamp of love on everything you do. So this person, this is the masculine energy I'm picking up on. They're learning how to be an individual. Like I'm saying, they're learning a lot about themselves and realizing things, how they behaved in the past and how they said things and did things to impress people. And they could have gotten, so this is the energy I'm getting. The masculine collective that I'm picking up on, it's like they don't know themselves, so they don't know other people. Because if you don't know yourself, you can't deeply know other people. That's just the way it works. If you haven't gone through self-realization, then you can't hold a space in your heart for other people to understand them, okay? So they don't understand themselves because they're so busy, you know, just doing things that are, you know, expected of them, or impressing people, or just doing things not to make people mad in the same way, okay? So now it's like they're realizing that they're an individual being, that they have their own path here, their own agenda, and this is about them realizing that, okay? So let's see. I got something about unique. Freedom. I love it. Look at that. Freedom. You are releasing any self-imposed restrictions or perceived limitations through the loving energy of openness. Like I said, heart chakras opening. For those of you who are feeling heart, we've been getting this. I think we got this last time. Heart beats, whatever. I feel like whoever's asked for healing, whoever's prayed for healing, you sometimes can feel, whether it depends on who you pray to, but or like you ask for, if you ask angels or Yeshua, who is, you know, heart-centered conscious, or Krishna, okay, or Krishna, Lord Krishna, they healed the heart, and you'll feel the heart healing. So it'll kind of feel like there's things like moving around in your heart. So know that it's all being released, like all the gunk is being transmuted, okay, into loving energy. And that's going to set you free, because all that stuff that's in there for both the feminine and masculine, it's like, oh, okay, so this is what I just got. Somebody's been praying for their masculine, for their heart to heal. So you're going to feel it. So even if you prayed for your masculine, for their heart to heal, you're going to feel it in your heart. Because you guys, we're all connected. We're all connected. There's cords connecting you two together. So you're going to feel it. That's what they're saying. And that's going to really help with the, restrictions that you've placed between this connection. I really love this energy. I feel like there's progress being made, and somebody's really, the masculine energy is really figuring out what their truth is, like who they are. And I feel for them, it's like, I feel a release. So I don't know if they released a person or a situation in their lives, or something is coming to an end for them. I feel like, yeah, compassion. You demonstrate the language of your heart by actively sharing and living love. I love this. Yeah, I feel like there's a cycle coming to a close for the masculine energy, but think of, spirit keeps saying it takes two. Okay, so you got to meet each other. And if it's not halfway, is what they're saying. It's what I'm saying is with the emotional balance of these two energies. Okay, but that's not all I want to say with that. What I'm trying to say here is that um it's not about meeting each other halfway. It's about one person being an example to the other person. Okay, it's about one person expressing how they feel and just being vulnerable and expressing how they feel with compassion for themselves and the other person. Okay, like no holds barred. Okay, not holding back, expressing from their heart. But the only way to do this is fully forgive. Heal that heart so it could be opened up. Like, they're showing me a lotus flower. Your heart opening up like a lotus flower. Okay. And you being an example, because in this context, I have to say, it's not about meeting each other halfway. It's about one person being an example, is what they're saying, of how to do it. Okay. Because in this energy I'm picking up is like, this is what I want to say. The feminine, okay, this is what I say. The energy I'm picking up from the past is the masculine energy following the feminine energy. So what does that mean? Like their behavior. So whatever the feminine is doing, it's like the masculine is kind of mirroring that energy from the past, is what I'm talking about. And that needs to stop, because both of you obviously, you haven't realized that, but in their own way. Doesn't mean they have to do it exactly the same way, but it's kind of like a ping pong. They're showing me ping pong. There you go, here you go, there you go, here you go. Okay? So it's just hurting both people. So guys, one person has to be the example. Okay? So I feel like I'm gonna pull one more card. Sorry, I'm getting nosy. This is really oh my god. Yeah. I was gonna ask, is the communication lines gonna open? And I'm getting for a lot of you it will. This is fast forward movement. This is 10 of Pentacles. So this is about longevity. This is about stability. This is about, marriage, commitment, family. Okay. So there is going to be fast forward movement. There is going to be movement, is what I want to say. So I wanted to ask, are they going to have a chance? Are they going to have communication? There will be communication. However, the way you react to it needs to be, you know, an example. Okay. And don't get offended. I know some of you are going to get offended and be like, why does the feminines always have to do? Why does like the guides, this is what my guides are saying. You can listen to them. You don't have to. Okay. but I can assure you, I've never done anything wrong or something that has not benefited me by listening to them, just to let you all know. So I'm not going to force you, and I'm not like, well, how you know, yeah, of course you're tired of this twin flame journey. You're tired. A lot of you are tired. I don't blame you. I think many people are tired. However, this is all about your evolution. This is all about your path. And this is about you being the best you can be in relationships, okay? And I know, and I've accepted that, not all of us are great in relationships, and we can be really loving people and whatnot, but we lack in certain ways in relationships, okay? So let's accept that and just try to do whatever is the best for you. But at the same time, know that it takes two. It takes two to make a relationship, okay? And what they're saying at this point is be an example, okay, for the masculine. Because you all know this journey. The feminine aspect awakens faster than the masculine, okay? The feminine awakes, being, okay, awakes faster than the masculine energy. So there, I mean, do the math. It makes sense for spirit to say, you need to be the example. Don't you all think? It's just common sense. You know what I mean? From the messages we're getting, right? Oh my God, I don't want to do math, but yeah, that makes total sense. All right, you all. I hope this has helped you in some way. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you all are doing well, and I wish you all the best, and I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.